Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Arena Tournament Kingdom Bravery Tournament. I believe we are now live. It is April 26, 2025, and we're doing another Arena Tournament, but everyone must pick Bravery. Every single person in here picked the Bravery option, so we have no idea what each person is going to pick, and they themselves don't even know what they are going to pick. I'm joined today with Yup, aka Daniel, and are you in game yet, good sir?
I'm loading in here.
All right, let me know what time it says for you. I also need to make sure I am live. We are indeed live. Nice. And we might need to get synced up. A little scuffed here. And you're loading in, you said, Daniel?
Yeah, I loaded in. I got 34 seconds.
See if you can
They're
fast
all.
forward at all.
Oh, and it just caught up.
Are you at 14
15.
seconds? Okay,
Yeah,
sounds like we're
14.
synced up. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so we will pick someone random. So again, everyone's playing champions that they've randomly been selected through the Bravery. Let's focus on Team Poro, which is the Lilia and Scion. Just to start off with, we have Poppy, Zed, and Erebus. These were the champions of the Bravery, or of the Arena tournament, rather, where they got to choose their champions. And it's Lilia versus Lilia, funnily enough, as we see Erebus with the laser beam eyes. Poppy Zed goes in onto Berserking Goat. Lilia versus Lilia. Quefthucko and Berserking Goat going to the top plant, going to get that. Erebus and Poppy Zed will separate to get the plants on their own. Berserking Goat and Quefthucko going down there. Xerath Lilia, lots of AP. Nice blast cone to get them both on top. Berserking Goat now separated from Quefthucko, but he does have the Xerath range. Berserking Goat misses the sapling. Well, I can't remember what it's called, but he will go down. Quefthucko on his own for now. Will not be able to get the revive. It looks like Erebus will just take him out with the laser eyes, and Quefthucko goes down. Poppy Zed and Erebus will win the first round. Let's turn on over to Minion versus Raptor. We have Fox McCloud and Bean Shark versus Llama and Alternative. Fox McCloud will go down. Let's go over to Gromp versus Scruggs. And Valorous Flame and his set of numbers will win that round. Let's go over to Wolves and Scuttle. We have Bisexual Lion and Idaho. 2v2. The ring is closing on top of them. Idaho knocks Infections into the ring. Infections hits a plant to survive. Bisexual Lion will go down, and Infections and Zav will win that round. We are now on to the voting. We have Alistar, where you will survive on 1 HP on your overall health if you vote that. We have Rel, where the Prismatics and Anvils will be slightly cheaper. And we have Cassiopeia, which means no one can buy boots. It seems like the majority of the people here will not be going for boots. At least that's what they want. But again, we have seen some crazy upsets. We do see some people for Alistar. I kind of wonder if people want Alistar that have already started off on a loss, but apparently maybe not. And it will be no boots. The Cassiopeia vote will win. So, Daniel, who do you think would benefit the most with not having boots here? Any thoughts?
I think it's pretty even across the board because nobody gets them. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe like the bigger, slower characters really like it more. Because it's like they're not really trying to kite as much. They're trying to, kind of force somebody into them.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be very good for the people that have more difficult skill shots to land, such as Llama and Alternative, playing the Allow E, and then you have the Blitzcrank hook, so that might be easier since they have less movement speed. It will be easier to land things. And also, Zillion might kind of like it because, hey, he has a free speed boost that he can give to himself or his ally. But let's focus on Scuttle this time. We have Zav and Infections versus Llama and Alternative, both undefeated in their first match. As we see the same map as we saw last time, Alternative does land the Soul. Blitzcrank Hook misses, unfortunately. Alternative will go for the top plant, but is getting mauled by the Zav Eye laser. Alternative goes down. Infections kind of has his own laser of its own. Nice pullback by Zav to get Llama away. Llama will blast cone. Will get the plant. Infections will fly over and cancel his fly. Now pathing for the bottom plant. Ooh, Llama doesn't get over the wall. I don't think that is what he wanted. Llama is now going to go for the revive. Does get the knockup. Does have a shield. Does dodge the Mordekaiser E. Does hook Acel back into them, but Acel will have the stacks onto that. Zav can just look at Alternative and just melt Alternative, and then you have the Acel laser coming in on top of this. Llama lands a hook onto the Acel, but I don't think it's going to matter. Llama is in a very difficult spot. Not the best 1v1 champion for Blitzcrank.
I'm a firing my laser.
Yeah, I mean, Zav could probably just stand there and win the round at this point. Llama will try his best. I don't think he's going to win this round, though. I would love to see a miracle. Zap pulls Llama in. Llama slowly burning down to all the burns, and that was the longest round of the match. Daniel, I don't think there's so much analytical stuff there. I think just
Well, I
lasers.
wonder why they took, I wonder why they took the items that they took, or if they just rolled, like, you know, cause they got Unending Despair on Blitz and Death Stance on Ally. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something, but.
Yeah, I don't know either. So I'm tabbing out because I'm adjusting volume slightly. Okay, say something real quick, Daniel.
Hello.
Okay. I feel like
Malawi does have the Mystic Punch though, so that's gonna come in when she starts to scale, like, later into the game with the tentacle spam.
yes, sir. Oh, I think I figured out. Okay. I think I had your stream open and it was doing double audio stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, hopefully that's fixed. My apologies if that was the issue. Let's follow Poppy Zed and Airbus, aka Poppy Biss, versus Zav Infections. Laser eyes for both people.
Ooh.
I think Mordekaiser does better into Scion, unfortunately for Airbus. Airbus will get mauled by Infections. Poppy Zed will try his best to kite on the Lilia. Infections
That
takes the
Infernal
portal.
Conduit on Lilia is just too much. That's so broken.
Oh,
I mean, look at that.
Lilia puts them both to sleep, does decent damage. Oh, does actually get the ASO. Ooh, but Zav will go down, but will win the
Well
round, so the
played.
death is irrelevant. Let's go on over to Krugs versus Sentinel, I believe. Valorous Flame in a set of numbers on Viego, and there goes his ally, Valorous Flame, down. A set of numbers 1v2. Quethuko. Oh, but he takes the portal. He's now trapped in between the wall. Will ult over. That's a big Viego, though. Quethuko and Berserking Goat. Berserking Goat does have Heartsteel on him, and a set of numbers will take that Heartsteel, so he'll be tanky later. Berserking Goat will win that round, and that was the final round of the match. So we have Zav and Infection still up in first place. Second place, we have Quethuko and Berserking Goat. Third place, we have Alternative and Llama. And tied for... Actually, wait, there's a three-way tie for 85. Okay, so Lilia is doing all right for both sides.
You know, I'm not seeing anything too crazy so far. I will say the Zillion does have a Wooglets already completed, so that's pretty crazy already. But yeah,
Yeah,
how,
how did he? Because he's 0-2. How did he get all that gold? Oh, Cassiopeia gives you 2,500 because of the boots thing. So I bet that's it. He probably rushed it instantly. Did he go boots? Yeah, he doesn't
yeah.
have boots either. He skipped the boots. He just wanted the quest. Interesting. We'll see if that pays off as JJ Jet playing Banged by Jinx versus Zav and Infections. Zav and Infections currently undefeated as Banged by Jinx is getting melted by the dual lasers.
Lasers.
Oh, Banged by Jinx does flash over the wall, but will get down by the Zav laser. JJ Jet playing does have his ultimate, I believe, but was not in range to protect his ally.
How can you be with the lasers coming at you?
I mean, this is a crazy comp. I don't know if Zav decided to go lasers just for fun, or he thought, oh, laser with Acel? Good Zonias, good Wooglets to try and save the ally, and does get the revive off on Banged by Jinx, but I don't think Banged by Jinx will get out of there, and she does not. Let's go over to Krugs and Raptors. Berserking Goat, Quethuko, ulting, Bean Shark will go down. Getting back to the Acel, I think I think the dual laser combo, intentional or not, is just so unbelievably strong.
You know, it'd be funny if Aurelian can roll the laser as well, and then they'd have triple laser.
I wonder if it's possible, actually. That would be interesting.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess the real question is because I think Zav and Infections are just so strong at this point. We need to discuss maybe the potential of how someone can defeat them. So let's look at their opponents. We have Berserking Goat, Quethuko currently sitting in second place. Does have Black Shield on the Lilia and has ability haste that scales with AP. We'll see how they do here, though, as we get on the tower map. What map is this called? This is called Reckoner Arena. Not going for the towers yet. Berserking Goat hits it. Tower falls, hits no one. Here comes the assault. Berserking Goat flashes away. Quethuko is getting destroyed by the lasers. That's the storyline of this game so far. Berserking Goat trying his best to kite out the Zab, trying his best to dodge the laser eyes. Here comes the Xerath ult. Infections is getting low. Nice dodges. Dodges all four Xerath ultimates. On the middle of the map, Berserk and Go and Zab still going. Infections and Quefthucko. Quefthucko is getting burned by the Aurelion Soul E and goes to sleep. Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser is down! Now in 1v1, Berserk and Goat misses the E.
Ooh.
Revives are going to be available around the same time, give or take. Berserk and Goat is near that plant. Infections will go for the revive, as will Berserk and Goat, and he will get the plant as well. Aurelion lands down his pool. Quefthucko goes into it. Nice stun on a Mordekaiser. They land it. They're stuck on the edge. Here comes the Xerath ultimate, but Xerath gets shut down. Oh, Berserk and Goat doesn't have the rage like Infections does. Here comes the sleep, and Berserk and Goat gets the first win against the top team.
So well played.
Yeah. Very stressful. That was very well placed by the positioning of the revive on top of that plant. Well played to them. Now we have a new first place leader tied with Quefthucko and Berserk and Goat. We have Alternative and Llama. At the bottom of the leaderboard, we also have the Zillion and Caitlyn, aka JJ Jetplane and Bang by Jinx. And they will actually be facing the rank 1 team currently. So we'll watch that. That should be interesting. First place versus last place. Tied though. Ooh, Aphelios.
I think that Mystic Punch I was talking about on the Alawi's coming into play. Like, she's going to scale super hard with that, because every time she uses her W, it's going to make her W come off cooldown even quicker.
Yeah, I think that's really good on her.
It's like 2 seconds already, so it might be just up always.
She also has Overlord's Bloodmail, so the lower health she gets, the stronger she gets. Nice hook landing onto Bang by Jinx. Bang by Jinx. Oh my goodness, is that AP? No, it's just, yeah, there's some AP actually. But yeah, one shot. JJ Jetplane, again, on his own. Does get all 3 plants, does have revive available. Llama's waiting for the hook, and he gets the hook. Alternative Llama going to be able to get another fight in with the 2v2. The revive does come off. JJ Jetplane off. On his own again, does get the revive for Bang by Jinx, but Bang by Jinx will go down. JJ Jetplane will play for the plant on the bot side. Oh, he portals over, but I don't know if that's what he wants to do. We'll get the plant. Llama's just going to sit there and wait for hooks. Llama is just playing Fishing Simulator. JJ Jetplane will flash to the other side to dodge the hook. Llama might sacrifice his life here, keep him in the ring so they can trade 1-for-1. JJ Jetplane. Oh, nice dodge, but gets hooked back into the ring by Llama. Llama played that perfectly around the ring, and that would be the end of that round. And now we have 3 people on elimination.
Wow. So, the Lily and the Xerath, it looks like the Eureka on the Lilia is pretty nice. I'm surprised the Lilia that has the burn augment isn't the one that's at the top of the leaderboards, but it's looking like the Eureka 146 haste is really really coming into play. Oh, and the Witchful Thinking on the Xerath is super nice too.
Yeah, and they're actually tied for first, so it's a pretty even match. I do want to low focus on the elimination matches though, because this is this could be it for a duo. Who've we seen the least? We haven't seen Teemo Braum yet. Yeah, we'll do Teemo Braum. So Fox McCloud and Bean Shark fighting for their lives here. Braum, Teemo, interesting combo. Idaho and Bisexual Lion. Not playing for the bot lane of the bush, it would appear.
Oh, this is potentially a very fast Teemo.
Yep. Blast cones Fox McCloud over. Nice root. Oh, good flash by Fox McCloud. Okay, Bean Shark portals over. Now, it's tough because Bean Shark and the Idaho, Maokai and Teemo have the same strategy of wanting to lay down traps and have the enemies go into them. But Bean Shark has more traps than Idaho. Bisexual Lion is trying 1v1 the Braum, while the Idaho is trying to 1v1 the Bean Shark. And Bisexual Lion goes down. Bean Shark gets the plant. Is now shielded up. I think they will win this round. Idaho is pretty tanky.
Look how quick he is now with the tap dancer. Watch him run here in a second.
I don't think we'll need to see him run. I think he'll just right-click here. Hopefully we get to see him run. But he's just right-clicking. Oh, the CC's too much for Idaho, and Idaho will go down. Fox McCloud and Bean Shark stay alive another round. And did anyone else get eliminated? We'll find out afterwards, because we can't see it here. Okay, let's talk about voting. Oh, wait, that's the... Okay, this is the Sun Towels. What's it called? What's this Mordekaiser skin thing called? You remember?
Suntal?
Zuntal, we'll say Zuntal. I could be wrong, but this Mordekaiser makes it so no revives are available if someone dies. The Samira is if you attack first, you gain gold, and then the Mel creates more portals, and we will have more portals created as Fox McCloud wins the vote for that. And we did have an elimination, unfortunately, that was banged by Jinx and JJ Jetplane getting eliminated, but there's still 2 more rounds. They could make a comeback. And now we have 3 other people on elimination. We have Bisexual Lion, Idaho, and we have Aphelios and Viego, who have a bye. And we have Brahman Timo, a.k.a. Fox McCloud, and Bean Shark. Let's focus on... Ooh, this is a tough matchup. Let's focus on Idaho and Bisexual Lion, a.k.a. Wolves, for this, because they could face elimination. And then we'll need to remember to check the minion icon after.
Alright.
Okay. Been seeing this map a lot. Frostbite Thicket. And here we go. Thicket, yeah. Idaho gets pulled by the Mordekaiser E. Asol just hiding. Is Asol invisible? Why does he look invisible on the screen?
Yeah. Oh, I think he might be actually. He might be have the. Does he have the augment? He does. He's got the whole.
Oh, that's interesting.
I didn't know that's how that works.
And Bisexual Lion will. I was gonna say go down, but maybe I'm being baited. Bisexual Lion needs to perform one of the craziest miracles we may have ever seen. Does take the portal out. He's playing this as well as he could have, but you can't outrun a Fed, Asol, and Bisexual Lion will go down. And unfortunately, Team Raptors, aka Bean Shark and Fox McCloud, are also going down. Ooh.
Two beam for you.
Yep. Now we have one team on elimination. That's a set of numbers and Valorous Flame versus Berserk and Goat and Quefthucko. Overlord's on Viego. That's pretty good. He's going for a very tankier Viego build. We'll see if that works, because he is scaling for late game, and it's now or never. They're on their last life, so make it show. Valorous Flame, or someone has also the... Yeah, Dragonheart completed, so they're actually in a really good spot.
He could have some... Oh, yeah, Dragonheart is completed. He could have better rolls on Talisman. I think he got kind of unlucky on the Talisman, it looks like. Wow, he's got the Omni Soul and the Dragonheart, too. Wow. I bet he's super strong.
Interesting. Oh, Valorous Flame is doing the warm-up routine in the bush. Quefthucko's half HP, but we'll get some of that from the bottom plant. And a set of numbers will go down. Berserk and Goat Zonias to dodge the Elder Drake. And he goes down. Oh, Red-White. Does Valorous Flame know actually how to play Aphelios, though? Because remember, he didn't choose his champion, but he manages to win the round, will survive another game. Now we have 2 people on elimination. We have, as we stated, Valorous Flame, a set of numbers, and we now have... Oh, Quefthucko and Berserk and Goat. Ooh, Lilia versus Lilia. Ooh, who do we want to spectate?
I'm kind of curious to see the Infernal Conduit Lilia. Maybe they've scaled by now.
Maybe, you never know. 2 people facing elimination. We'll see them.
And they've got heavy hitter on Scion, too, man. I feel like they're pretty close to hitting some kind of a stride here.
It's certainly possible. It seems like a lot of teams are trying to go for more of a late game strategy. And we are now basically at the late game because people are getting eliminated. So we'll see if it does pay off. Lilia versus Lilia. Quefthucko, Berserk and Goat versus Erebus, Poppy Zed. Erebus, Poppy Zed won the last arena tournament. Both throw out their seeds. Scion ult will crash into the wall. We'll not find anyone with that. Bottom plant is spawning.
The seeding has begun.
Indeed. Erebus takes the portal to the other side. Will get rooted by the... I can never remember this item's name. But we'll move on. Poppy Zed lands asleep onto 2 of them. And they will focus Berserk and Goat. Fully charged Scion Q doesn't do as much damage as they were hoping. Zonia's pops for Berserk and Goat. Quefthucko trying his best to poke. Berserk and Goat trying to
Look at that Q cooldown from Infernal Conduit.
Yes, sir. Quefthucko in a tough spot. Has the knockback. I think that's called Repulsor. And they will go down. Lily and Xerath eliminated. Okay, but a set of numbers and Valorous Flame are still in the match. And I'm getting a bug Zonias. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Yeah, I'm getting the same thing.
You hear the Zonias? thought we were going for harmony there. Okay, we'll move on.
Yeah, yeah, I'm holding my ear.
You're holding your ear. I was prepared. I thought we were going to have a sing-along, but that's okay. We have Valorous Flame, a sudden numbers, again, still facing elimination. We also have Alternative and Llama also facing elimination, but they get top 4. Top 4 is what you want to try and aim for during this. Ooh, who do we want to watch? I kind of want to watch Valorous Flame in a set of numbers. Let's watch them. And Zavin Infections with the laser combo. Valorous Flame has Sniper. I can't remember what this is called. Sniper and Flamethrower. That numbers cancels W because of the plant. Oh, that's a huge ASO ult. Oh, Valorous Flame in a tough spot. Needs to take the portal. Will ult. Doesn't land the root. Oh, he actually does, but I don't think it's going to matter. Oh, that's a lot of damage, but he's in 1v1 because Mordekaiser ulted Ascend Numbers. Ascend Numbers gets stronger because he does have Overlord's Bloodmail. Oh, and he gets destroyed, and they are eliminated. Now we'll move on to Alternative and Llama. Alternative and Llama takes down one of them. Oh, wait, that's Scion in his passive form. So they actually survive another round. Alternative will go down, but they don't care because they're still in the match. We are now down to the remaining 3. Wow, I still hear something.
What an asshole.
Yeah. I love that good ASOL. Good gameplay right there.
Man, look at Jeweled Gauntlet right now. Jeweled Gauntlet is going crazy.
Are we talking on ASOL?
Yeah, yeah. Who is right? Man alive.
Yeah. All right. So one of these guys has a buy. What were you going to say?
7,000 damage that last round. 28,000 damage overall. That is absolutely crazy.
Mm.
And the tank it or leave it as well. Oh, I just seen that. They've got tank it or leave it, so they've actually got some tankiness.
Yep. As we see Poppy Zed, Airbus versus Infections, and Zav, both very good duos in the last arena tournament. Laser Eyes versus Laser Eyes. Airbus is quite tanky. Zav will Zhonya's that. Poppy Zed puts Asol to sleep, but Asol will take the portal, so he won't really feel the effects of that too much. Zav will... Oh, he has the Renata W. He will go down, though. Now Infections in a 1v2. Revive will not be available. He's trying his best to sit there and use his Q ability. Infections flashes, and he will go down. Airbus and Poppy Zed are now 3 people on elimination. However, this is fantastic for... Who's this fantastic for? This is fantastic for Infections and Zav. They're guaranteed top 2 because they have a bye. The next opponent will get eliminated.
Somebody is holding on for dear life with that Zhonya's. They are not.
What augment is that they have, do you think?
I don't know, that's an OP one. Permanent Zhonya's?
I doubt the stream could pick it up because I have my game volume pretty low, but we still hear Zhonya's in the background in case you can't. Okay, so Llama, Alternative versus Airbus, Poppy Zed. And here we go. Final round for one of these in round 1. We are settling this fight on Desert Oasis. Poppy Zed misses the seed. Book misses as well. Ooh, the Soul also misses. Llama's kind of separated there. Poppy Zed misses the Q. Oh, Alternative takes the portal away. Llama is pretty tanky, though. Llama is getting CC chained. Does hook the Lilia. Oh. Poppy Zed going for the plant. Oh, and the CC is just too much for the Lilia. Erebus is very tanky. Will go for the top plant. Does have the revive available if need be. Erebus doesn't even need the plant. He's just going for the revive. Llama and Alternative are full health. Good hook to prevent the revive. We'll stall out a little bit of time. The CC isn't great enough, though, as Erebus will be able to flash. Does get the revive. Poppy Zed will probably kite to the top plant, which he does. We'll get some health back. Erebus getting lower and lower and will go down here in a sec, but does have passive form. And they lose the round. They are eliminated. Erebus and Poppy Zed will go down with their placement being 3rd in round 1. Now we have...
just so tanky. It's ridiculous.
It is. Final... Go on.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
It was ridiculous how much damage he took there. Like, I mean, because... I mean, he got separated off, and they were both focusing on him. And I know they both do damage. You know, they both were doing good damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay, final round of round 1. Llama, Alternative versus Infections, and Zav. Both have birding items. The Pyromancer's Cloak on the Blitzcrank and the Mordekaiser on the opposite side. I kind of like Alawi and Blitzcrank here simply because you just need to build magic resist now. Because then you counter them. But we'll see. Last round, they don't actually have a ton of magic resist on Llama and Alternative. Llama misses the hook. Asol's abilities are huge at this point. The biggest it will be in this round now, because this will be the final match. Bottom plant spawns. Oh, and there's the hook. That's what they needed. They need to play on their pick potential. Zav is pretty tanky. There comes another hook, though. Llama is so unbelievably tanky. The tankiest Blitzcrank I've ever seen. Another hook misses, but here comes the big Asol ult. Lots of damage. Llama hooks Asol. Now they are separated. Zav flashes, does miss the E, knocks up the Asol, and then here comes the Alawi ultimate. With both of them nearby, that's huge. Infections will take the portal, will get health back, and will fly over to the other portal. Zonya's pop for Zav. I think he does have his shield available. He now has the Renata W, and they win the round. The Asol execution.
Wow. That was
Zav
incredible.
and Infections wins that with a laser combo.
Yeah, the fire and my laser combo.
Yes, sir.
Dude.
My goodness. Okay, so. Let me see here. So there was supposed to be a substitute, but he's not online. And I don't see him in the voice channel. So I need to make a DM real quick.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm just gonna join their voice channel. Yo, 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 I'm live on stream, so careful what you say. I'm live on stream. Is Airbus available to play another game?
Yeah, he's restoring his client.
Okay, because I don't know where Socrates is, because he's not online or league, and he's clearly not in the VC. So if you're able to play another one, then
yeah, I'm able to play another one.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I mean, if he was on, then I would, you know, obviously sub him in. But since you're available to play, then you might as well play another one if you're cool with it. Are you sure you're able to make it for another match?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I have 45 minutes, so.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm going back to my voice channel. Good luck.
Okay.
Oh, I need to update the scores too. I forgot about that. That's pretty important, huh? Did anyone post the match results? Someone did? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Right, so you guys get to peek behind the curtain as always. So we have Zav Infections. Wait, hang on. I forgot. This is such a scuffed way to doing it, but it works. Zav Infections got first. And we have Llama and Alternative second. We then have Erebus and Poppy Zed. We then have Valorous Flame and a set of numbers. Valorous numbers. Can't be a space in between there, because Discord does not like spaces. Fifth place, we have Berserk and Goat and Quethucko. I still don't know if it's Thuko or Thucko. Then we have Fox McCloud and Bean Shark, which is Bean Fox. Then we have Idaho and Bisexual Lion, aka Lion Ho. And then we have Banged by Jinx and JJ Jetplane, aka Plane Banged. And this should just like clean paste in here, right? Oh, no way it does. Oh, wait, because it's not full screen. Haha! Wow. I'm so good at this. Okay. Sick. Alright, so that's game one. Boom. Done. Discord. How can I find your Discord? I don't know if you're on Twitch PC or not, but if you look in the panels here, League of Legends Tournament Discord, Teamfight Tactics Tournament Discord, or I can just send you a link directly, I guess. That'll work too, huh? Ignore the 16 million channels. Thankfully, most people don't need to see this. Or is this you? That's not you. I'll just shoot an invite in the hidden use copy button. Are you kidding me? It's just gonna copy hidden use copy button. Oh, wait, that's you. Okay, you got in here. Nice, we're good. All right, back to the voice channel. I think someone's resetting their client. Nope, they're already in game. All right, I guess we should be able to spectate. Yep, that was quick.
Okay.
Game 2, game dos. So again, we'll pull up the bracket. Bravery bracket. And again, this is Bravery. Remember, everyone's picking random champions. All these champions selected, unless someone's cheating behind the scenes, which no one's reported. Everyone's picking random.
I just want to commend all of today's players for their bravery.
That's true. Thank you for your service, their bravery. So brave. So impressive.
Will they be getting a military discount for life after this?
I don't think I'm qualified to give them that, but I could give them like an imaginary badge for one.
You could tell them that they have one, and then they can just use it, and then they probably won't get checked.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that's how it works. Anyways, are you in the match?
Yep, and let me see if let me 17 seconds?
Nope.
15? 14?
You're actually ahead of me. Let me speed up. All right, I'm at 7, 6, 5, 4. Are we synced up?
Yep, 2, 1.
Yep. Okay, we'll focus on the top. We'll focus Echo Shyvana versus Cassiopeia and Annie. Erebus Poppy Zed versus Llama and Alternative. I'm going to move this down here because I think it looks a bit better. All right, so again, these people did not pick their champions. This was Bravery. Cassiopeia, ooh, that's a tough one to play. And Annie. Poppy Zed on the Shyvana, Erebus on the Echo. Erebus will get the shield pop, will not find a stun. As Shyvana goes down to the Cassiopeia poison, Alternative lands a nice stun. Erebus and Alternative in a 1v1. Erebus will not be able to get the revive, so we'll take the portal off. Cassiopeia grounds him. And there goes Alternative. Or, sorry, excuse me, there goes Erebus. Let's go over to Scuttle versus Sentinel. Infections, Zab versus Valor's Flame in a set of numbers. A set of numbers playing the Nautilus. Valor's Flame on Talia. Oh, that's bad. The Cassante went into the Talia E. Tanked all of that. Lands a nice knockup, though. Interesting. Zab on the Kale, so will scale for late game. Let's get one of the plants with the reduced range of the E. Oh, Blast Cones. Everyone's in the ring now. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh, Infections. I don't know if he plays Cassante, but that was very well played to get him into the ring. And they will win the round with that push.
Nice, clean.
Yeah. All right. Voting time. Trundle means you can only build anvils or prismatic items. Cassiopeia means no boots. Katarina means extra rerolls.
Also, Trundle, there's a secret thing passive on Trundle. If you pick Trundle, you're a terrible person. So.
Does it say that in the description?
Yeah, it's like a secret passive type thing. Riot Easter egg type deal.
Yeah, someone in chat said they're great ARAM players. They know how to play a ton of champions. That's true. Erebus and Poppy Zed. Erebus is on the Czech PayPal ARAM team. And they're usually always within at least top 3. They've even won an ARAM tournament in the server. So they're pretty good. They have a lot of champions in their champion pool because of ARAM. Okay. Let's focus on Gangplank and Callista. Berserking Goat and Clefducko versus Infections and Zav. Let's focus on them. I think Callista and Gangplank. I don't see the synergy there, to be honest. But what do you think? Do you think they have some synergy?
Throw Gangplank in and then Gangplank ults himself. AP Gangplank.
Not going AP, but that would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right. Infections. Zav versus Berserking Goat. Clefducko. Here we go. Towers. Arena. What's this called again? I can never remember. Reckoner Arena. First tower goes down. Will not find anyone. Second tower goes down. Will find Infections. Infections Ghosts for the top plant. Does have the auto attack range to attack over that tower.
Oh, the
Nice
tri-barrel.
Now, anyone playing their champions is going to be even more impressive because, again, Clefducko might not play Gangplank. I don't know his experience. But, remember, no one chose their champions. Berserking Goat doing a good job kiting. Does pull the rend off. Zav will also go down. Good rend by Callista. Let's turn on over to Minion versus Sentinel. Valorous Flame, a set of numbers versus Alternative and Llama. Valorous Flame getting the plants. Does land a W into the Nautilus auto attack. Heartsteel proc for set numbers, but he doesn't finish off Llama. Now he finishes off Llama. Alternative versus a set of numbers. A set of numbers does have some shielding with his augments on top of Nautilus W. But Annie says, here's my shield too. Set numbers will go down. That'll be the final round.
I think at the very end there, if he would have went for, I felt like he could have went for a Q or a passive there and got some health back with, but maybe he just would have gotten bursted quick enough. It wouldn't have mattered.
Potentially. It was a close call regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I don't know if... Thanks for the follow. I thought I muted those notifications. I don't think it appears on screen, but hopefully you guys didn't hear that sound effect. I bet you did. My apologies. But thanks for the follow. Let's go over to... let's take... I feel like we just keep seeing the same people. I guess let's focus on Llama and Annie, the Cassiopeia and Annie versus Cassandra and Kale. AKA Minion versus Scuttle. Lily pad map. We hear all. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to mute that. I'll try and figure out after this match. Llama and Alternative hiding in the bush. Llama will go for the top right plant. Alternative will go for the bottom plant. I can hear a Gangplank laugh. So he's clearly ulting someone.
Already 68% crit on the Annie.
Wait, what? Is he going crit? Oh.
Yeah, he's got a Jeweled Gauntlet.
Oh my.
And Rider Rune.
Interesting, okay. Both duos are playing very conservatively. Nice ult to prevent the Kaled from doing much. Alternative, trying to 1v1 Infections. Llama now turning on to Infections. Ooh, and there goes Kale. Infections 1v2 now. We'll try and fight on top of the revive. Is grounded, so he can't move around. Does have a good knockup. That's not enough. Let's go over to... Oh, and that's the end of Gromp versus Sentinel.
I don't know if Llama plays Cassiopeia, but they're doing a really good job because Cass is a very, like, intensive character. Like, I mean, but they're spacing pretty decently, so good on them.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Cassiopeia is one of the more difficult mid laners to play.
Am I bugged, or did they have 2 Guardian Orbs?
I don't know if you can purchase 2, but it looks like he has 2. I
didn't think we could get 2.
I don't think you can. I think that has to be visual bug.
That's...
Well, if he does, then
Snake
I don't know
eye.
how he did it.
It's got the snake eyes.
That's true.
Is it a Cass thing? Because she can't buy boots? Maybe she can buy 2 starting items.
I don't know. Let's continue on Llama and Alternative. The Cassiopeia and Annie. Banged versus Banged by Jinx and JJ Jetplane. Nice charm lands onto the Annie. Lands the whole combo. Banged by Jinx dodges the Cass Q. Nice stun. Ooh, Banged by Jinx turns around, dodges the Cassiopeia stun on the ultimate. They share the plant. Here comes Tibbers. Tibbers versus the other bear of Udyr. Oh, and Udyr goes down. JJ Jetplane keeps landing these charms, but it's not enough. Llama and Alternative will take the victory. Let's go over to Krug versus Wolves. We have Valorous Flame versus a set of numbers versus Idaho and Bisexual Line, but Bisexual Line is down over here. Idaho has the revive available. We'll go for it. Set of number lands hook. Rek'Sai. Okay. Some of the plant charges. Idaho gets the bottom plant. Tornado knocks up a set of numbers. Ooh, good ultimate by Janna to heal up Bisexual Lion. Oh, the ring is getting smaller. Valorous Flame is doing a good job positioning with his E, but Rek'Sai jumps over it, but will go down in his ultimate. Idaho will also go down. Let's head over to Scuttle versus Raptors. Fox McCloud, Beanshark versus Zavin. Infections. Infections gets the proc of Heartsteel, I believe. Fox McCloud will go down. Whew. No one on elimination yet.
Looks scary.
Cassante, yeah, he definitely... I don't know. I really want to interview all these people because I want to see if these people play these champions. But Infections is playing Cassante very well, especially if he doesn't play it. But maybe he's a Cassante main for all we know. 349 Heartsteel stacks on him. We'll continue with first place, I guess. Cassiopeia, Annie versus Idaho and Rek'Sai. Ooh, I think this is going to be a tough
really
one.
like the look of what they got going on. The only thing that they got that I don't feel like is super synergistic is the Rune Carver, but even just base Rune Carver, just having a Rune Carver on cast, I mean, it's already done 3,000 damage, so not too shabby.
Yes, sir. As we get on to the next match, Alternative hiding in the bush. Jono Tornado. Misses. Idaho and Bisexual Line playing this very slowly. Alternative playing stealthily. Now remember, Rek'Sai can only see if people move. Alternative was not moving, so they have no idea Annie's there. Oh, now Janna's on her own. Grounded. Does not make it to the portal in time, and now gets grounded again. Or stunned, rather, by the Cassiopeia ultimate. That was win for Llama and Alternative. Let's turn on over to Raptors and Poros. Bean Shark. Fox McCloud is now down. Bean Shark trying to go over there, but Airbus blocks the Galio E. And they get the Heartsteel stack. Poppy Zed. Well done. Now we have one team on elimination. Let's focus on them. Bisexual Lion and Idaho. How do you think they come back from this? Any ideas? Does have Holy Fire.
Yeah, that's. I mean, they look like they got some pretty decent augments. I would say the Rek'Sai augments are a little bit rough, but I kind of see what he's going for. He's just not very. I don't feel like he's going to be tanky enough to be able to actually use the Hexbolt companion. But maybe the Janna can keep him up. The Yomu's is a little interesting. That's I'm kind of
Yeah. I guess because of the out of combat movement speed. Does she have like a? I don't know.
She's got movement scaling.
Yeah. Maybe there's some hidden tech, but here we go. Bang by Jinx. JJ Jetplane immediately jumping onto JJ Jetplane. JJ Jetplane ults away as the Ahri. Good Janna ult to try and get Bisexual Line some health back. Bisexual Line gets charmed up by Ahri, but who can blame ya? Idaho needs to get that plant bottom. Does flash for it. Does get 3 of the charges. Bisexual Line trying to regen with his passive. And there goes Idaho. Bisexual Line will also go down. JJ Jetplane and Bang by Jinx win that round. Alternative and Llama ult. Sorry, I went to Krug and Minion. Berserking Goat on the Callista. Oh, and will get poisoned to death. Let's switch on over to Raptors versus Sentinels. Valorous Flame, a set of numbers versus Bean Shark and Fox McCloud. Valorous Flame on the edge of the flame. Getting flamed right now in the ring. Nice taunt, locking him into place. A set of numbers. Now 1v2. Fox McCloud will barrier. Or get the plant. Then Galio taunt comes out. A set of numbers. Has so much shielding because of his augments. Revive will not be available for a set of numbers. He's going to have to out-tank this. Now Fight Out comes out, but he's taking no damage. Here comes the Galio taunt. How tanky is a set of numbers? Plant will not be spawning up here, it doesn't look like. Set of numbers has so many augments, but not enough. Bean Shark will also survive, and that will be the final round of round 6.
Unfortunately, that was the last round of Rek'Sai and Janna.
Idaho and Bisexual Line placing last place, unfortunately. Listen, I misclicked, said Idaho. Oof. Why didn't invite Body at this tournament? I don't know what you mean why I didn't invite anyone. I made a post in the tournament Discord server if that's what you mean. Anyways, getting back to the game, we have 2 people on 35. You know what? Let's spectate. Let's spectate Bang by Jinx and JJ Jetplane, the last place, or tied for last place, versus Berserking Goat and Queftucko. I know I'm kind of switching it up here, but I think this will be an interesting matchup considering they're pretty close in health. Berserking Goat trying to get the bottom plant. JJ takes one of those charges. Charm misses. Bang by Jinx does have the Blitzcrank hook. And hook lands on, but here comes the Callista ultimate. Queftucko ults to try and protect Berserking Goat. Berserking Goat does a good job kiting. He does go down, though. Oh my gosh, JJ Jetplane and Bang by Jinx win that round. Let's go to Raptors versus Minions. Llama Alternative versus Fox McCloud and Bean Shark. Ooh, and there goes Fox McCloud. Bean Shark will get the bottom plant. Nice dodge on the cast Q.
He can't barrel roll his way out of that one.
Yeah, I can hear Slippy screaming from a mile away right now. Poro and Sentinel goes down. Erebus and Poppy Zed will win that round. And now we are on voting. I clicked on Assassin items on accident, then just bought an anvil, says Idaho. Ooh, that's rough. But you made the best out of the situation. That's probably the best item you could accidentally get, unironically. Okay, so voting. We have Samira, first strike on your champion, you get gold, I believe. The Talon is if you get a contract on someone, if you kill them, you get gold, and I think bonus stats. And then Scion makes the ring close faster. we will get the Contract Killer, the Talon. I'll reread what that is just in case I forget. Let's see. Combatant on each team deals 20% increased damage, but grants 250 gold when slain. Okay, I wasn't completely correct with my assessment, but now we know. Let's focus on Bean Shark and Fox McCloud facing elimination, facing Banged by Jinx and JJ Jetplane, who are currently sitting in 4th place. Ooh, okay. They went defensive maneuvers on the Galio.
Yeah, they got a lot of tanky stuff. I'm looking at what they got here. A lot of tanky stuff.
Why the Bravery give such interesting teams? I don't know, but I'm glad. There are some really strange teams I would never picture people going.
Yeah.
Charm lands onto the Malphite. Malphite's pretty tanky, though. And Malphite Fox McCloud goes instantly on JJ Jetplane. Nice taunt. Here comes the Galio ult to follow up, but JJ Jetplane has another ultimate charge. Will get out of position. Protect himself. Fox McCloud will get some of those plant charges. Gets charmed again. JJ Jetplane doing a great job kiting, but I don't think it'll be great enough as he goes for the bottom plant. Lands another charm. JJ Jetplane gets taunted.
Breaker.
Oh, he needs to get to that portal. Will he make it in time? No, but he does actually get the kill. Banged by Jinx, 1v1. Bean Shark fighting for their life. Oh, no! And Bean Shark gets eliminated. So close. Bean Shark and Fox McCloud get eliminated as Zab and Infections win their round. That was so sad. Oh, man. But well played to Banged by Jinx and JJ Jetplane. Clutching it out. That was a tough situation for Banged by Jinx. Well played to her. Okay, 2 people facing elimination. We have Queth, Thucko, and Berserking Goat. And we have a set of numbers and Valorous Flame. Who do we want to watch? Let's watch, I guess we'll just watch the last place. We'll watch Valorous Flame, Talia, and a set of numbers, Nautilus, versus Llama and Alternative on the Cassiopeia and Annie. Okay, we'll be right back on the Cassiopeia, the Augment. Pretty good. And also Zonia's on top of that, so she can be gone for the game for a few seconds. Battle has begun. Contract on Valorous Flame and Llama. Set of numbers. Sitting a little back. Both fighting for bottom plant. Alternatively uses a stun onto Nautilus, but ults the Annie in response to being stunned. Llama gets knocked back. Valorous Flame doing a good job. Dodges the Cassiopeia ultimate, but Alternative has point-click stun. Here comes the We'll Be Right Back by Llama. 1v2 for a set of numbers. A set of numbers will blast Cone over, separate himself, and get the top left plant. Llama half HP. Keep in mind, Nautilus is really tanky because of his augments. Llama will get Heartsteel on him and give him a stack onto a set of numbers. The revive is in such an unfortunate position for a set of numbers. Cassiopeia just grounding Nautilus. Oh, a set of numbers is now in the ring and will go down and eliminated. Let's go to Scuttle versus Krugs. That is unfortunate indeed. Infections will go for the revive. Ooh, dashes away. Does revive Zav, the Kale. And Berserking Goat gets Queth Thucko. Queth Thucko. Oh, and they survived! They managed to survive the game. That was their elimination. But they are okay. We are now facing 3 people on elimination. But like I said, a set of numbers and Valorous Flame will end the game in 6th place.
And Fate's Call has got some really weird, I mean, you can use it kind of like a makeshift Zanya's. I mean, that one round that we won when me and you were playing just like Fates call somebody at the end of a round, and then they just go invulnerable for a few seconds.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's definitely, it's a strong ability, especially even if you get an augment. I wonder if Callista could get it as an augment and get 2 of those.
Ooh.
That would be
that
spicy.
Would be crazy.
Would.
Yeah.
Alright, so Team Grump, JJ Jetplane, and Banged by Jinx will have a bye. So they're happy about this, because that means they're guaranteed top 4. Let's focus on Infections and Zap. Actually, no, let's focus on Erebus and Berserking Goat and Queth Thucko. Okay, Erebus doesn't hit anyone with his W, but does shield himself. Here comes the Gangplank ult. Keep in mind, Erebus does have ultimate. Callista ult comes out, knocks up Shyvana. Erebus will get some of the plant charges. Berserking Goat will kite towards the portal. It looks like they both want to take portal. Lots of auto attack damage from Poppy Z onto Queth Thucko. Queth Thucko flashes. Berserking Goat trying his best to kite. Erebus has a lot of spears, will be enough to execute, but he doesn't actually get the Ren. Queth Thucko will be eliminated. Let's go into Infections and Zav. None of these players in this match will be eliminated, but they're fighting for pride and glory. Actually, I take that back. Zav and Infections are actually facing elimination, so this is big for them. Cassiopeia doesn't manage to find anyone. Alternative does have stun now. Will stun Kale onto the lily pad, and Kale is eliminated. Infections 1v2 does have the revive available if he chooses to go for it. Will ult the alternative. Llama will cross over to help his ally. Alternative flashes over to protect himself. The ring will be closing around infections. That's good news for him. Oh, Cassiopeia ult lands. He's stunned again by the anti-stun, and Cassante will go down, and that will be elimination for Zav and infections. We now have our remaining 3.
Wow, the team for first and second with a little bit of a lead on the team in third, hanging on there with the 5 points.
Yes, sir.
I love a good underdog story.
Yeah, we're all rooting for Bang by Jinx and JJ Jetplane to make a crazy comeback. Side note, so if you're a fan of Airbus and Poppy Zed, you really want Llama and Alternative to win this round, because if Bang by Jinx and JJ Jetplane lose this round, they just guarantee top 2. So, here we go. Elimination, potentially, for Bang by Jinx and JJ Jetplane. Huge shield with that augment for JJ Jetplane. Remember, Udyr has Blitzcrank Hook, positioning to try and maybe get Alternative here. Hook misses. Bottom plant spawns. Charm misses. Q does land. Nice dodge. Oh, he gets stunned by the Annie, though. JJ Jetplane will kite for the top plant. Both goes into... We'll see you in a minute, or whatever it's called. What's this called? We'll be right back. Excuse me. Okay, Bang by Jinx, 1v2 now, dealing decent damage, does get grounded, but the CC from the Annie and Cassiopeia W is just too much, and Bang by Jinx and JJ Jetplane will get eliminated by Llama and Alternative. And now we're at the final 2. We're going to get quite a few matches, 85 health and 80 health.
This Annie's just got this is an interesting game because oh my goodness, I just looked at the Shyvana's augments too. I mean, everybody's doing damage at this point, but really the Shyvana and the Annie both have some crazy augments going on right now. Very high synergy stuff from them. I mean, look at her Rite of Ruin, 23,000 damage now.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the back to basics is an interesting choice from the Echo. I'm surprised he wanted to get rid of his ult.
yeah, that's why he didn't ult, I think, that one round. Okay, that is interesting. Yeah, but he's going for more, I guess because he's going for more, I don't know, I'm trying to think. I mean, it is good, but I still feel like Echo ult is still really good, especially during closes. But hey, he's top 2, he's playing in the tournament, he clearly knows what he's doing, so who am I to judge?
Sure.
Airbus will get some poison onto him, speaking of which. Ooh, nice damage.
Ooh, they don't want to play the burn game.
Nope. No one likes getting flamed. Oh, and Shyvana goes unstoppable with the ultimate flashes. Alternative.
Ooh, the damage.
Alternative has stun, does flash, does land a stun onto Shyvana. I don't think it's going to be enough. Now 1v2 for Llama does do the we'll be right back. He will kite towards the plant. Will Zonia's now after using the we'll be right back. And will go down. Airbus and Poppy Zed take the first round of many against Airbus and Poppy Zed.
I actually think a big buy the team minion needs to pick up is anti-heal. I'm curious to see, the Annie sold an item, see if she picked up on it, because they need anti-heal for the Shyvana, because she's got Apex Inventor now, and she's got Unending Despair, which is incredibly broken. It's a very, actually almost a bugged combo.
Yeah. It is very strong indeed. And yeah, you also have healing on the Divine Sunderer as well. So yeah, healing reduction would be good, but we'll see what happens. Here we go, another round. No matter what, we will have another round after this with these two duos. Echo W misses, but will shield himself. Cassiopeia lands the ult onto the Echo. I think Echo is grounded, but again, remember, Echo doesn't have ultimate, so who cares? We'll be right back. He puts Zonias in everyone. Here comes the Zonias for the Llama instead. On top of that, Airbus will go down to the burn. So many flaming zones, and Poppy's an alternative. Now 1v1. Revives will be around the same timer, give or take. Slightly ahead in terms of Poppy Zed. Poppy Zed will go for the revive. Alternative, not tanky enough.
Damage.
Whew.
See, Shyvana's just super tanky, and it's good that she built tanky because it's given her enough time to build up Master Duality.
Yeah.
And I think that's really coming into play in these fights.
How do I want to see the stats. Shyvana. How much AP? So she has 241 AD, lots of health. Yeah. What's her? Has a lot of attack damage, armor, a lot of attack speed. Interesting. I always thought you could click on someone, but I guess you need to do it manually. That's too bad.
Hmm.
Here we go. Potential final round. Llama and Alternative fighting for their lives in this round. Alternative and Llama. I think they were spotted out by the sweeper thing. Airbus gets grounded. Can't move. Oh, he can move actually, though. He's pretty tanky. Shyvana now 1v2. Be right back has been popped for Llama. Llama still has Zonia's. Does have portal. He could kite to it. I don't know if he's going to go for that or not, though. Does actually go for the portal. Ooh, the tower lens onto Alternative. Nice shield to prevent some of the damage. Airbus 1v1ing Alternative, while Ethiopia is 1v1ing the Shyvana. And Airbus and Poppy Zed will take victory in Game 2.
Man, I was really pinning on the Annie, to be honest, because she had some crazy crazy rolls going there. But man, yeah, it's looking like the Shyvana Echo combo. Shoot, who needs to go back in time when you can kick somebody's butt right now? You know.
You do raise a good point. All right, I need to do the scores real quick for Game 1. We have Poppy Biss in first place. We have Llama and Alternative in second place. We have Bang by Jinx and JJ Jetplane in third place. We have Berserking Goat and Quef Thucko fourth. We have Infections and Zav in fifth. We have Valorous Flame and Numbers sixth. We have Fox McCloud and Bean Shark, 7th. And then in 8th, we have Lion Ho. Yeah, I don't think anyone was going to beat that Shyvana, to be honest. And also the Echo. They're just so tanky, and the Shyvana is scaled with the health items. Oops, I did not mean to enter there. It's always the space. It's always the space.
I feel like health stackers like win in general unless somebody gets a Reaper's Toll.
Yeah.
That's always the thing, because somebody gets a Reaper's Toll, you might even get out early because you just get, as soon as somebody gets the item, you're just out. You never win a game and into that person ever again.
Probably
But yeah, but if you don't have a Reaper's Toll, I feel like health stacking going tanky, it's still tank meta, I think, for sure. But I think on hit, I think on hit's S, like the S plus tier, like this arena. On hit's just Reaper's Toll is just disgusting right now.
what were the augments of Shyvana?
So we
It was Apex
had,
Inventor. Do you still have the stats up by any chance?
yeah,
Okay, can you read it out, please?
Master of Duality, Shrink Ray, Marks Mage, and Apex Inventor. So they had Master of Duality, which is the one where, well, don't tell me when I mouse over, but it's Master Duality is the one where when she auto attacks, it gives her ability power, and when she uses abilities, it gives her attack damage. And then Shrink Ray is your attacks make the enemies do 15% less damage. Marks Mage is your attacks do a portion of your ability power as physical damage. So that's super good on Shyvana because of her Q. You know, auto Q, that's like 3 procs of Marks Mage. And then Apex Inventor, which is, again, actually broken on Unending Despair, like bugged broken. If you get Apex Inventor, get an Unending Despair if you're going tanky, because it's disgusting.
Yeah,
And
it
then
really is.
Heart Steel and Titanic Hydra, that was what she had going. And the Divine Sunderer, because I guess Apex Inventor probably works on Spellblade. I would assume it does, so that's probably really broken on Shyvana. It might even double proc on her Q if the cooldown's low enough.
Hmm. We need a substitute for Poppy Zed and Erebus. Erebus needs to leave. And the substitute we had lined up is not responding. So we'll give him a minute.
What about Aaron?
I don't know about Aaron.
Can he sub?
Maybe. He's too good for Arena. No, I'm just kidding. Do you think without Apex, Inventor, and Shyvana would be strong like that? Someone asked in chat, do you think?
Yeah, you can do a couple different builds with Shyvana. I feel like you can do like an AP, like you could do like a ranged build. Like you could get the one that's like your cooldowns are low or like lowered to 0.5 when you hit an enemy after a certain range. And I think her abilities are just long enough range to proc that. But yeah, you could go like AP spam. You could do on hit. You could do tanky, like that last Shyvana did. She's got she's very hybrid. Uh, she's a very good hybrid character. The only thing she doesn't really have hybrid wise is like health scaling, which I wish she kind of had a little bit of.
Yeah. I agree.
I just think it'd be interesting if she had a little bit of health scaling on something, like maybe on her W. I don't think she does. Maybe let me check myself. I'm pretty sure she doesn't though. Maybe she'd be too broken with it though, honestly, with her passive like on Rift.
Oh, okay.
She does not.
So apparently they found a sub.
Cool. Heck yeah.
All good now. All right, sounds like we're good to go. Just gave him a monkey face. It looked like. Okay. Right. So let's take a look at the scores. Stab infection. So this was this game that we just watched, game 2. And then over here, can I zoom out on this? Bet you on the. I can. Haha. Wait, no, I have a better idea. We're professionals over here at the Tournament Kingdom. So we'll do this. Open this up. Boom. Wait up for it. There we go. Now we see both. They are in champion select though, so I'm going to click. Can't spectate yet. But as you can see, top 4 so far guaranteed is Poppy Biss, which keep in mind they're playing with a substitute. It's not Socrates. I don't know where Socrates is. Unfortunately. But we do have a sub. I'm not sure who's exactly playing for them, so we'll find out once we get in game. Valorous numbers. First, and they got second. Ooh. Actually, I think this is anyone's game. Alternative Llama and Poppy Biss are definitely sitting the prettiest, for sure. But now we have Poppy Biss playing with a sub, because again, remember, Erebus isn't here. And Alternative Llama, I mean, they've been top 2 games in a row. So they might be able to break the barrier and get first place, and that, I think, will guarantee them first place in the overall tournament. Everyone's in champion select, as you can
Good,
see.
I got a lot of money on them, so
Oh!
I'm really
Uh-oh.
that they win. Oh, we're not supposed to talk about that.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, we can't talk about that.
I meant like Monopoly, like, no, it's not real money.
Daniel, if you ever mention that we rig the tournaments again, I'm going to kick you out of the server, okay? Don't you
It's
ever bring that up again!
Don't worry, it's just tournament coin. It's just tournament coin.
Obviously, I'm joking. We don't bet. I lose money on these tournaments. Maybe I should start betting. No. All right. Bravery, are you in here, Daniel?
Yep.
Okay. Hopefully.
Start betting on the tournaments and making them like do like a prize pool.
That would
Take like
be
20 a person, man. You gotta get it, and then just put yourself in there under an alternate name. Dude, that's the strats, dude. We're
Dude,
gonna
oh my
make
goodness.
big money.
I wouldn't get exposed instantly for that.
You guys heard it here first.
Why do you think they're named Check PayPal, huh? Erebus,
Free
Poppy
money.
Zed? They know.
Infinite money glitch found.
Alright, what's your time at?
I am loading in.
Okay, just make sure to spam the fast forward key. While you're loading in, let's talk about comps. Shaco Rengar, that's interesting. Okay, so, I'm not... Zhao Huli 96 probably butchered the heck out of that, but that is the substitute for Erebus. Set Nautilus, okay, that's a pretty good combo. LeBlanc, Kennen, Maokai, Rengar.
15, 14.
Yeah,
13.
okay, I'm 12, 11. Yeah, you might be like slightly behind, but we'll go with it. Let's spectate. I feel like we've been watching so much of Poppy Zed. We haven't seen much Idaho and Bisexual Line, so we'll keep with them. Let's focus on Xin Zhao. Oh, wait, that's not who I said. Where are they? Shaco,
Poppy
Rengar
Zed.
versus Nautilus, Nautilus and Set. Bisexual Line in Idaho. Round 1 of match 3. Right, it's daunting me. For those of you that don't know, Bisexual Lion is Rengar one trick, essentially. Plays a ton of Rengar. That's why his name is Lion. Idaho, Bisexual Lion, struggling a bit in this tournament so far, but they're going to make the redemption game this time. I have faith, as they're focusing onto the Rengar. Shaco Box is there for protection. Idaho flees from it. Poppy Zed will take down I want to say Rengar. Bisexual Lion. Here comes a sub. Flashes to the bush to try and get the jump, but will panic because of the ring. Poppy Zed will get the plant on the top left. Idaho W misses. Ring is closing in. She's going the long way around. I think she could have actually gone on the plant, and she will go down along with Rengar. Let's head over to Sentinel versus Scuttle. We have Zav Infections versus Valor's Flame in a set of numbers. Valor's Flame in 1v2. Zav. Another Galio this game. Galio Braum, okay. Is Braum tanky enough to win that? He will sustain the ring damage.
Have no fear. Brahm's here.
Oh no, will someone do the Darius? I hope not.
Let's go.
Llama's thinking about it. He's like, do I want to do this? And Llama decides not to. There are people, I don't know if they're trolling or they actually want this to happen.
They know that you're talking about it because they know you.
Will it be?
The Charles Spencer.
Oh, okay, it will not. It will be the No Boots, Cassiopeia. Berserking Goat on the Alawi will get the vote for that one. Oh, man. So Cassiopeia means you can't buy boots, but you get 2,500 gold for this round, so people will now have a full completed item. Who do you think we should spectate, Daniel?
Oh.
Anyone that piques your
Here, I'm
interest?
gonna close my eyes and move my mouse around and see who I get. Okay. LeBlanc Wukong.
Okay. That is a
Valor's
very random one.
Flame got a number.
Yep, we got you. Versus Fox McCloud and Bean Shark.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if we
Ooh,
watched a
Mystic
single
Punch
round of...
Zinzao.
What'd you say? Mystic Punch on
Mystic
Zinzao?
Punch. Yeah, that's probably pretty good.
Yeah, I'd assume, because he always wants to be on top of you, auto-attacking. Here we are in the lily pad map again. Valor's Flame, a set of numbers versus Fox McCloud and Bean Shark. Fox McCloud instantly pops the Fleet, the Ghost, whatever it's called. Fox McCloud 1v1s the Valor's Flame, while Bean Shark and a set of numbers 1v1s each other. Oops, I did not mean to do that. My apologies. Fox McCloud getting lower. Valor's Flame. Try to auto-attack. Bean Shark is almost Meganar. So close. Needs a bit more rage. Does get that and does pop Meganar. Now, Meganar is a shorter cooldown. Will kite over to the other side of the map to get that last plant. As sudden numbers does dash back. Nar W misses. Nar Q does land. Here comes the plant. Bean Shark will get 2 of those charges. Will revive Fox McCloud. Oh, a nice stun! We'll get a sudden numbers out of the match. Valorous Flame, Bean Shark, Fox McCloud. Fox McCloud 1v1. Oh, he messes up. He thinks the clone is actually the real one. Valorous Flame does a good job going into that bush. And Fox McCloud will
There's
win the
no
match.
way. Wow, what a round.
Ooh, wow. Fox McCloud almost got bamboozled. What a match indeed. Let's go over to Minion and Scuttle. Zav on 1 HP. Alternative will get the kill as Kennen. Revive is not available. Infections will out-tank the alternative and will win the round as Brom.
Dang, this Braum is smacking lots of Braum finishers.
Yeah, he's the last one standing, I think, in every round that we've seen of his. Okay, who do we want to spectate? It's tough. I feel like everyone's interesting to watch here. I like everyone's comps. There's no one that I would think, that would be probably boring to watch. I guess let's just stick with first place. Who's first place versus? That might be interesting. That sounds interesting. Let's watch Shaco Rengar versus LeBlanc and Kennen. Let's watch that one. Which is Poro versus Minion. Another lily pad match. Okay, maybe not. We'll watch it. I feel like we keep getting the lily pad. Llama, alternative, Poppy Zed, Zhao, we'll pronounce it as that.
The lily pad's gonna be funny with the Shaco boxes.
I agree. Poppy Zed will get some of those charges. Rengar will ult. Now they're trying to bamboozle with the Shaco clone there, I think. LeBlanc spots it out though. Sees Poppy Zed. Poppy Zed focusing alternative. Alternative will teleport to the other side of the map. Ring will start to close. Alternative will Protobelt and ult. Lands a stun on 2 of them, but they will focus their attention on Rengar. Rengar does a nice cleanse to get some health back. Does have portal. Will not go for it. Poppy Zed now 1v2. Some of the plant charges. Places a box. This is AP Shaco, so the boxes will hurt. Does ults. But they will focus the right target, and Alternative and Llama will take the victory. Let's head over to Gromp and Krug. JJ Jetplane versus Berserk and Goat. JJ Jetplane gets 1 charge, 2 charges of the plant. Revive is available for JJ Jetplane, but will need to go into the ring. He will not go for it, and he will go down to the Alawi Tentacle. And now we have 2 people at 55 health, 1 person at 100 health. So 2 people tied for last, 1 person in guaranteed first currently. Alawi and Senna, interesting. Puppeteer on Senna.
I haven't really talked about it. Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
I haven't really talked about it much, but I haven't seen, and thankfully, a lot of people using the cursed augments. Team Gromp Rengar has one. JJ Jetplane. But the curse, because the curse augments are bugged out, like I was talking about the other day, where it's like they don't give you the stacks that they're actually supposed to give you from multiple curse.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely anybody listening, stay away from the curse augments, because they are not working properly.
They're cursed, yeah.
Yeah, they're cursed.
Let's focus on Senna and Alawi. It's Poro versus Krugs. Because I want to see the Senna Alawi in combo. It sounds very interesting. Poppy Zed and Rengar will watch them again. Berserk and Go and Quethako sticking together as a soul gets pulled. It's probably good because Senna gets stacks on the pool of the Alawi E. Rengar jumps and jumps to his death. Ooh, and the root finishes him off. They will continue their win streak. Let's go to Gromp and Sentinel. Valorous Flame has said numbers. JJ Jetplane on the Rengar does have the bush. This is exactly where the Rengar wants to be on this map. Tariko comes out and will protect him for an extra long time. Valorous Flame 1 shot. JJ Jetplane has revive available, but probably won't go for it. Will he be able to win the 1v2? Shields coming up onto Valorous Flame. JJ Jetplane gets 1 of them. A set of numbers. Last chance. Does dash away. Both on low HP. And he hits the Embola onto the LeBlanc and wins the round.
Well played.
Well played indeed. Alawi and Senna still in first place. Last place, we now have Idaho and Bisexual Lion. Both going tanky, it would appear.
Yeah, what do they got going on over there?
I think we
Oh,
should...
they got
They got
What's
the
up?
what? No, I keep interrupting you. My apologies, man. You can continue.
The Heartsteel, I was just looking at the Heartsteel on the Nautilus. Hopefully that can start scaling for him quicker.
That's true. Yeah, then you also have Overlords onto the set. But let us focus on the Senna Alawi again, because this should be a fun matchup. These are the top two teams fighting. So we have Krug versus Minion, aka Alternative Llama, and Cleftucko and Berserking Goat. And these are the top two currently in this match. I don't know about the overall scores, to be honest. Llama goes in, finds Senna, but dashes back, will get rooted in place. Top plant available for Llama. He takes one charge. Berserking Goat lands that. Senna ult doesn't hit anyone, but does shield Berserking Goat. Llama gets cursed by the Laui E. Alternative lands a stun as the Kennen. Does Portal out to dodge the CC root. Bottom plant is spawning Cleftucko and Berserking Goat positioning for it. Llama dashes back out. Senna root lands onto Alternative. Gets a soul from that too. And here comes a soul. Here comes Alternative with a Kennen ult. Doesn't find much. And Kennen goes down. Llama 1v2. Cleftucko flashes. Llama's trying to reposition, trying to bamboozle them. Does get the fear with the Puppeteer. And they will win that round, stay undefeated. Let's go over to Scuttle and Gromp. Zav versus Bang by Jinx. Bang by Jinx is down. Let's go over to Poro versus Sentinel. Set numbers. Oh, dashes into the Shaco box and goes down.
50 AP on the Shaka, Phenomenal Evil.
I get that stacking. He also has Rabadons. So how much AP total does he have? Let's see here. Shaco currently at 400 AP with only 4 completed items. Has now been updated to 478 AP. So standing pretty. Let's focus on who are they facing?
Nautilus got his quest, so that's good.
Ooh.
They should be scaling a little better now.
That's true. They desperately need that. Currently sitting in 6th place. Let's watch the bottom of the leaderboard. Rengar, Maokai, Bang by Jinx versus JJ Jetplane versus Beanshark and Fox McCloud. Both need victories in any hope to get top 4 in the overall bracket, I believe. JJ Jetplane playing the bush. Unfortunate map for Rengar, not very many bushes to play around. Taric Ultimate Augment comes out for Beanshark. And we'll jump in with that invulnerability. Fox McCloud jumps onto JJ Jetplane. They focus the same target. Xin Zhao pops the ultimate, but they're all melee. Oh, JJ gets out! We'll be able to get the plants and reset, potentially. But now we have Banged by Jinx, 1v2 currently. Doesn't have port available, trying to make it to the last cone. She flashes for it, and she will actually get out. They will try and look for a reset. Fox McCloud, half HP. Bottom plant is spawning. Fox McCloud will happily take that. Beam Shark has spotted JJ Jetplane. Tarkalt comes out, but they won't be able to utilize that to its fullest potential. Rengar is now invisible. They do not know where he is, but they do know that he's in the ultimate form. Plant collected by Beam Shark on the top right. JJ jumps in. Bang by Jinx is going down. They will not be able to take Fox McCloud. Nice ultimate from Bean Shark into the wall. Will take the victory, and the sapling will not burn Fox McCloud. Let's head on over to this Minion versus Wolf. Bisexual Lion, who completed the Heartsteel quest. Llama goes down, and Bisexual Lion and Idaho win the match. He is just too tanky as of this moment.
Let's go. Picking up some momentum.
Yes, sir. 2 people on elimination. We have Valorous Flame, a set of numbers, and then we have the Bang by Jinx versus JJ Jetplane. Who should we watch?
Let's watch the LeBlanc Wukong.
Okay, a set of numbers, Valorous Flame versus Llama and Alternative. Alternative and Llama just lost to the Idaho and the Bisexual Lion. We need to redeem themselves here. Currently sitting 5th place, but they're currently, I believe, 2nd place on the overall leaderboard. Don't quote me on that. They're at least top 4 on the overall leaderboard. Yeah, this is a tough spot.
I don't really feel like anybody's got anything crazy augment-wise going on this game just yet. Like, you know, anything game-breaking, at least.
I agree. I haven't seen anything myself either. Llama dashes over the wall. It's LeBlanc versus LeBlanc. Should be a fun time. They will trade places. Tarkalt comes out. Bottom plant is down there at the bottom, but no one's appearing to go for it yet. A set of numbers will get the top right plant. Alternative gets some of the chargers on the bottom left. Will teleport to Llama and shield each other. Interesting. That is an interesting buy by Alternative. Oh, they're focusing their attention onto LeBlanc, and LeBlanc is down. Valorous Flame 1v2 for now. Alternative does dash out. That might give some time for Valorous to go for the revive. Nice W. Baited Llama into the wrong target. Here comes the Taric ultimate, so he's basically guaranteed to get the revive with that Taric ultimate. Nice timing. LeBlanc is back in the match for Valorous Flame. Top right plant is spawning. Set of numbers will go for that himself. It's all 3 charges. Valorous Flame going in. Gets stunned though. Clone and then dashes into the Kennen ultimate. Valorous Flame will go down. A set of numbers. Oh, and the bring to go back. And a set of numbers. And Valorous Flame will be eliminated. And I don't think they got top 4 on the overall leaderboard. Well played to them, though. That was a tough combo to play.
That's a lot of damage.
Yes, sir. We have the no revive for the Mordekaiser. We have no rule change at all for the Riven. We have the contract killer for the Talon. The majority of people don't want any rule changes, it would appear. Idaho and Alternative just sitting in the middle, not unable to make a decision. And the minority wins of the contract killer. JJ Jetplane gets the vote on that one. 2 people last place. We have Bang by Jinx, JJ Jetplane, so they survived their round. And then we have, again, Idaho and Bisexual Lion. Let's watch, I think we should watch Idaho and Bisexual Lion, the Nautilus and Set. Do you agree?
Okay.
Okay, we'll watch them. Poppy Zed and Zhao, again, subbing in for Airbus. Maokai has Die Another Day, someone pings. The Llama did. LeBlanc. Here we go, round 8. Potential elimination for Bisexual Lion in Idaho. Poppy Zed and Zhao will not be eliminated, but obviously want to eliminate them so they can guarantee a higher placement. Now keep in mind, Set and Nautilus are very tanky. Set W comes out, and there goes Rengar instantly. They pop the clone, which hurts them, but Bisexual Lion is quite tanky. Poppy Zed trying to bait them into the Shaco boxes. We'll dash over. We'll go for the other plant. Nice blast cone to try and get the plant. Blitzcrank Cook lands onto them. Here comes the Shaco box, but nope, never mind. Bisexual Lion does get hit by that. Gets the Heartsteel stack. Goes into ultimate. Nice dash out, and that will actually take down Idaho. 1v2 Bisexual Lion. Will he go for the 1v2 or will he wait for the revive? Oh, Poppy Zed wants him to fight with that Blitzcrank Hook. Bisexual Lion needs to try and revive the Set here. Oh my goodness. Poppy Zed is doing such a great job, but Bisexual Lion flashes over. Poppy Zed did a great job trying to prevent that from revive, but the revive is back. And the Rengar is now dead. Poppy Zed now kiting to the top plant, getting every single plant, playing this the best he possibly can. Idaho focuses the wrong target and kills the clone. 1v1. Poppy Zed has Blitzcrank Hook available now. How tanky is Bisexual Lion? We are going to find out. Knocks him up into the ring. Good ultimate placement by Bisexual Lion. Here comes a box. Bisexual Lion doesn't want to mess with that, but is in an awkward spot because the ring is closing around it. Blitzcrank Hook lands. Will be taken up, and Bisexual Lion and Idaho will survive another round. And
Man,
now we
that
have...
was so well played by the Poppy Zed there.
Yeah.
I mean, he really tried that match. That was super well played by him.
100%. And... Wait, what? Did they just forfeit?
Oh, did they?
I think they... Yeah, they just forfeited.
Damn.
Huh. Okay. I don't really understand that, to be honest. Okay, well, I guess Shaco and Rengar didn't want to play that match out. We'll see what they place on the overall leaderboard. Let's talk about Rengar, Maokai, JJ Jetplane, and Bang Bang Jinx still surviving on the skin of their teeth. We have Idaho and Bisexual Lion that we just watched. We have now Llama and Alternative facing elimination. Let's focus on Llama and Alternative, which is Scuttle versus Minion.
It's a good thing that the winners of this tournament get free teeth skin.
Free what?
It's teeth skin, you
Teeth
know,
skin?
because their skins on their teeth are so thin.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the prizes.
I'm the host and I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
People are going to be very surprised, just like myself. As Braum stun lands onto that, followed up by the Braum ultimate, landing on both of them, perfectly placed, and then Taunt comes out. And an ult dashes to the other side. Llama does get some of the plant charges. Will try his best to cut this output, I think, in a very tough spot. They are just too tanky. Ooh, Alternative. Nice ring to try and sustain himself. Alternative hiding in the bush. Has the plant. And Zav and Infections will eliminate Llama and Alternative. Bisexual Lion, so tanky versus Quefthucko. Lands a knock-up ultimate. And there he goes. Bisexual Lion and Idaho still in the match. And JJ Jetplane and Bang by Jinx are also still in the match. They've been eliminated. They've been on elimination this whole game. What is Braum's augments? Let's take a look real quick. We have Outlaw's Grit, so anytime he dashes using his W, it's Armor and Magic Resist, which works well because he stacks that with the Galio with his W because he gives the resistance to his ally with his W. We have Relentless Restoration, which means the more he moves, the more health he regens. And we have Recursion, which is ability haste. And Galio's Relentless Restoration, which is the same. And we'll be right back, which is the Stasis Effect, and the Aftershock, which is Glacial Augment, or Impassable, which is Aftershock and Glacial Augment. Let's focus on Bang by Jinx and JJ Jetplane, because these guys have survived. Maybe we'll jinx them, pun intended, because of Bang by Jinx. Maybe we'll jinx them because we haven't been spectating them, but I want to see what they got, because they have survived on 15 health for this past, I think, 3 rounds. So
Yeah.
Berserking, Goat, Quefthucko, previously first place, now facing elimination. By lands, JJ Jetplane trying to focus Senna. Does land on Senna, does miss the Ebola, does flash for the plant, does get 2 of the charges. On the other side, Berserking Goat winning the 1v1, but JJ Jetplane wins the 1v1 against Senna. Berserking Goat will not finish. Bang by Jinx, nice blast cone to get his ally back on the plant. Ebola lands onto Berserking Goat. Berserking Goat will go for the revive and will not be able to get it. Bang by Jinx and JJ Jetplane win another round and eliminate Quefthucko. The underdogs. These guys struggled the other matches, but they're doing quite well. Let's head on over. Tarek ult pops onto Beanshark. Doesn't unfortunately land onto Fox McCloud. Ultimate by Beanshark doesn't find anyone. No one will get eliminated from this loss, though, so no big deal compared to the other matches. Beanshark lands a nice W. I just think Infections and Zab are way too tanky. Fox McCloud revived. What will you do here?
They've got some just super, like, unique. I haven't really seen a resistance synergy like that before. You know, they've got the Darksteel on the Galio, the Braum W is like stacking that up with Outlaw's Grit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and he has
I mean, he's got Aftershock too. He's got Aftershock, so that's stacking with like the resistances from the Braum W.
Yeah, and on top of this, Infections is building a ton of straight armor and magic resist. Like he has the Jack Show, which is a ton of armor. He has Gargoyle, which is a ton of armor and magic resist. Combined with this, is Outlaw's Grit, combined with his W giving the resistances to Galio, makes him so unbelievably tanky. This is a fantastic Braum build. But we'll go over to the other match. We'll go to Raptors versus Gromp, because whoever loses this match will be eliminated from this final round of this Game 3. So we have Beanshark Fox McCloud versus Being by Jinx. Oh no, the Blitzcrank pull into the tower.
No.
That is tragic for JJ Jetplane, but he will ghost. We'll get the bottom plant. He is very teeny tiny. Being by Jinx pretty tanky. We'll be able to out-sustain the Gnar damage. JJ Jetplane goes in ultimate before him. Does get health back from the plants. And jumps in, and he will be right back. Popped for Beanshark.
Wow. That's some weird interaction.
Yeah. Yo, Force. Oh, and Die Another Day. Who has that? I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. Fox McCloud running for the top plant, trying to survive. Beanshark jumps away. Does have the tower. Will try to use it. Tarek ult pops, and I don't think JJ Jetplane sees this because he's in the bush. JJ Jetplane plays hit by the tower. Rage fully stacked. Beanshark tries to go. Ults the Rengar against the wall into the ring. Bang by Jinx 1v1ing Fox McCloud on the side. Rengar now forced to 1v2. Does get the W to peel off that. And Beanshark will go down after the stasis will pop, but will actually get some health back. Gets a shield on top of that and does have the revive available. JJ Jetplane getting lower and lower. They do finish it off. And JJ Jetplane and Bang by Jinx win another round after facing elimination.
That hook was like it actually screwed him over because he like, you know, put him outside the ring, sent him outside the ring, and then pulled him back into him.
Yeah. And Zav and Infections eliminated Idaho and Bisexual Lion. They will get top 3 in this final game. We now have JJ Jetplane, Bang by Jinx versus Zav and Infections. This is pretty. I think this could potentially change the bracket if Bang by Jinx and JJ Jetplane win this. Because I know Zav and Infections plays pretty high ranking for both of the games. Actually, no, wait. I think they. Let me look. We have like 5 seconds. I can probably look real quick. Oh, they actually got 4 points, and then they got 10 points. So that 14 points. So yeah, I think if you're already pretty high ranking, you're probably a Bang by Jinx and JJ Jetplane fan. All right, we'll see what happens, though. Potential final round. JJ Jetplane, Bang by Jinx have survived on 15 HP. Will they be able to survive and win the whole match 3? Galliot pops up onto JJ Jet Plane. Will not be able to flash the knockup. And Braum stun lands. JJ just wants that blast cone so badly he gets CC immune. JJ will ghost for that bottom plant. Banged by Jinx. 1v1ing the infections. JJ Jet Plane goes into ult form, but who are you going to ult? Are you going to ult the tanky guy, or are you going to ult the tanky guy? Infection's just too beefy. Die Another Day comes out, banged by Jinx and JJ Jet Plane. I'll go into stasis, and JJ will go down, and banged by Jinx will go down, and Zavin Infections will take first place for Game 3.
It's too tanky. Gallia was taking negative damage literally at the end there. The only thing that could have done something against that is Reaper's Toll. Might have been able to do something. Probably could have been able to do something about that, but man,
Yeah.
they got good rolls. And very unique, very like weird comp, right? It's awesome that they're able to get that to work. Like Braum Gallia is not very
Yeah.
common.
Braum also had Scopier weapons, too. That must have been the last augment he got. So he can
Yeah.
proc his passive even more. Yeah, some crazy comps. Very interesting. Okay, now the final tally for Game 3. And then we'll need to do the final tally for the whole leaderboard. Okay, so Zav Infections in Game 3 got first.
You need me for a second? I need to run downstairs.
Go for it. Take your time.
Okay.
Banged by Jinx and JJ Jetplane got second that round. Idaho, lots of people that were last place in the previous match got top ranked this match. So that's really going to shake up the bracket. I would not be surprised if we have a few tiebreakers here. Let's see. Fourth place, we have Fox McCloud and Bean Shark. Then we have, I'm going to make sure that there's not a space this time, Berserk and Goat and Queth Thucko. Then we have Llama and Alternative. Then we have Poppy Zed and Erebus, which is sub, who forfeited, I believe, which I thought was interesting. Valorous numbers. So we'll post that. Someone just DM me. I'm not going to open that though. On stream at least. Actually, I probably should, because if it's someone saying, hey, this person didn't pick Bravery, then I'll open it up on my second monitor. 1 sec. Check that message real quick. Make sure it's not anything crazy. Yes, so that was the final game. I wanted to keep this short just in case people absolutely hated it. Yeah, but now we need to calculate the scores, who actually got first and whatnot. Let me see here. So we'll just go calculate it in alphabetical. Okay, so we'll do alternative llama first. So 8 points plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 3 is 19. And feel free to correct my math, because I don't want to get this wrong. I'll probably double check it after this. They got 19 points. Let's look at Bean Fox. Bean Fox got 3 points. Thanks for the follow. I apologize that you guys can hear that. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 6 is 11. So 11 points. Next, we have Berserking Thucko. 4 plus 6, that's 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. So we'll move on. So we'll move these guys up. Next, we have Lion Ho, who I don't think made top 4, unfortunately, but we'll see. 2 points plus 1 point, that's 3. Plus 7, 10 points. Lion Ho gets 30 points, I believe, says Bisexual Lion in chat. You know what? I think you're right. Next we have Poppy Biss, which had a sub. It was not Socrates. I don't know what happened to Socrates. Hopefully he's doing all right. So let's see. 7 points. 7 plus 10 is 17. 17 plus 2 is 19. Uh-oh. Well, the tiebreaker is decided because Llama and Alternative place higher than them. So again, just to clarify, there is a tie in points, but just for clarification, how it works is whoever ranks higher in the final game will break the tiebreaker. So since, and again, we don't even know if Alternative Llama made top 4 yet. I think they did. But since Alternative Llama ranked higher than Poppy Biss, they will break that tiebreaker. So just to clarify, that's why I'm ranking them higher based off of the rules. Next, we have Plane Banged. Game 1, they got 1 point. Game 2, they got 7 points, so that's 8. 8 plus 8 is 16 points. Nice.
Quick maps.
Yep. And then Valorous Numbers, we have 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. I need to rearrange this. So this goes all the way up here. 10 points. Zav Infections. I'll need to figure out who actually got the... Okay, no, this is correct. They're tied at 10 points, but Lionho got higher ranked in the last match. Zav Infections. I think they're at least top 4. 10 plus 14 plus 10 is 24. That will put them in first place. 4 points. So Zav Infection will get first in the Bravery Arena tournament.
Hey, congrats.
Nicely done to Zav and Infection. So our top 4, this, and this is correct. Again, Alternative and Llama, even though there's a tie, they get the tiebreaker because they ranked higher than them, than Poppy Biss. So just to clarify, so I'll ping this. Should probably say final points. Yeah, I don't really know why. Maybe something happened. I don't know why Poppy Biss or Poppy Zed and his partner forfeited that last match. They unironically could have got second or maybe even first. Oh well. And then yeah, Lionho got higher placement the final match as well. Is Zav and Infection still here? Daniel, would you mind hopping in their voice channel and asking them if they're up for an interview?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move you.
Hop over there.
Okay. ARAM tournament win. I think I have it listed here, no?
Alright, that's
Yep.
it, yeah.
May 17th. At least that's the current date. It's not finalized, but May 17th is the next ARAM tournament. They said,
They
yeah?
said they're down.
Alright, I'm moving them.
Yep.
Hello, you're live on stream. Careful what you say. Make sure not to say anything private or anything that will get me banned, please.
Gotcha.
Congratulations!
Oh, thank you.
You guys are the bravest of them all. How do you feel?
Very brave.
Very brave?
I also feel very brave.
You do?
I think the Tournament King really gave me the hope I needed to get through this tournament. He came in before, and he asked me how we were feeling, and the answer was good, and now it's even better.
Nice.
We did say we were going to win this one for you.
You know what? You did. I was in the voice chat. They did say that. I don't know why you're winning it for me, but I do appreciate it, I guess.
We're winning it for
Is
the
he-
king.
Yeah, you're just such a good guy. I mean, who else
Hey.
puts on these awesome tournaments?
Dude, I don't know. I'm sure there are people out there. You guys are too kind. But enough about me. I know I'm fantastic. I want to hear about you guys, though. So, you guys played, let's see, you played ASOL. Let's go game by game, because you guys obviously did not choose your champions. Let's talk about game 1. Aurelian Sol versus Mordekaiser. What was your thoughts on that comp?
We picked it actually because remember we were telling you the 3-second rule. Actually, if you lock in at 3 seconds, it gives you the character you're thinking.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. Yeah, so we
We
thought it, and it happened.
Yeah, we manifested Aurelian Soul and Mordekaiser,
Okay.
and it just worked.
Uh-huh.
The Beam Boys build.
Yes,
Beam
going through the
guys.
lines, I saw that I had Laser Eyes. I knew right then it was going to be a good game. Laser Eyes Mordekaiser is S tier.
I took hold very still on Aurelion Soul so that Aphelios couldn't auto attack me because he had Elder Dragon, and so he was just unable to fight back, and I could kill him.
Yeah.
That was actually
Yeah.
the biggest brain play.
Yeah,
It
the
was
late.
detected.
I did.
Go on, Daniel.
Oh, I didn't know it worked like that. I didn't know it would actually you would be invisible and
Yeah,
you
he
would
goes
still be
invisible,
going off.
and you can still see where the laser's coming from, but if you're playing Aphelios, you can't do anything about it.
That's broken.
Yeah, you just can shoot your laser beam in stealth.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, we started that one off with our first round. We sandbagged a little bit so we could get some more cosmic stacks for Aurelion Soul. And then
Smart.
after that, we kind of just snowballed them into a good build.
Yeah. Very smart. Okay. Then game 2, you guys placed first. Wait, no, I'm wrong. You guys placed 5th. Yeah, 5th. You were playing. Did I mark this wrong? Wait, hold on. No, I'm looking at the wrong picture. Oops. You guys played Cassante, Kale. So what were your thoughts on that comp?
Kale sucks.
Yeah, Kale does suck. Not getting Reaper's Toll on Kale is pretty much just a death sentence. So
Mm.
not getting that was
forgot to pick at 3 seconds there.
Yeah, we forgot to manifest this one, and when you don't manifest, it just gives you the K champions. So we got
K
stuck with
champion.
Cassante Kale.
Yeah. Good thing you don't have a third member.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
Yeah, that would be a disaster.
Yes, sir. And then I must say, Infections, do you ever play Cassante?
No.
Because
never.
you were playing it incredibly well. I saw you knocking people into the ring and then using your Q properly. It seemed like you were at least somewhat comfortable. So, considering you don't play it, you played pretty well that game.
No, I'm a Sona main actually.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Are you really? I feel like I need to look this
Yeah.
up.
No, I mean you can. My last season I played ranked, I played exclusively Sona.
Oh. Well, it says I can't look it up now, but I'll check your word. It says Karma's your highest played on your profile.
But
Anyways.
yeah, another support champion. I don't know. I play a lot of different roles, but mostly support recently.
Yeah. And then
He's got a champion ocean, to be honest with you.
yeah, makes sense. I mean, hey, it's bravery. You kind of need to. And then the final match, Braum Gallia. What was your thoughts on that comp?
We're relentlessly restoring health as we run laps around these guys.
Yep. We took relentless restoration and just ran around the map, trying to win the first few matches with the fire helping us out. Then after that, kind of just got lucky with our rolls. I got Apex Inventor late in the game, so I kind of knew it was going to win. Shout out to my girl Idaho up in Idaho. She called it for us. She took out Poppy Bliss team, kind of took their morale away from them, and they FF'd, which really gave us the morale boost we needed to finish strong in that one.
Yeah, do you know
Yeah,
why?
like taking 10,000 true damage from set in 1W though.
Yeah, the Idaho set Ws were pretty massive. Were you reading chat or something? Did Poppy Zed and his partner say anything in chat, or did they just randomly forfeit?
I think
They
they
just
just forfeited after they
they
lost.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it was kind of confusing to us because I think they could have taken second place at least and would have taken first over us. But sometimes you got to throw people bones, I guess. Maybe they had to go.
Yeah, we don't know what's happening behind the scenes, but still well played to them. And you guys, so how do you feel about Bravery? Or would you guys do this again? Would you prefer playing your own champions that you could pick? Or
No, I love Bravery. I think even in the last tournament where where anything went, I still picked Bravery in it as well.
and then, oh, that was way old. That was way long ago. Where's the arena matchups? Arena finals. Here it is. You guys placed 4th in the arena matchups where you can pick whatever you want. And you went Bravery that time, you said?
Yeah. What's up?
Why is it? Oh, because I reused the same. Okay, forget it. Nothing. Doesn't matter. I was just saying, you guys got 4th last time. You went the where you could choose your own, and you went Bravery. But anyways, irrelevant for this tournament. Was there any comps that you looked at and you were like, dude, we're going to get completely screwed by those guys that just were randomly generated, or
Annie Cassiopeia, the second game.
Yeah, that too.
Annie Cassiopeia? Fair enough.
Yeah, when you
Aphelios
KO, there's
team
just nothing you can do.
had Elder Dragon on like battle number 10 or something because he got Omni Soul and Dragonheart.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a sketchy one, but
Yeah.
and the hold very still was the perfect solution. But yeah, Annie Cassiopeia, that was like Thanos. Or at least it felt like it. They actually lost, but
I think they
I
got
didn't think the game was
second that
beatable.
round, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Let's
can't
see.
believe they didn't win. They had some crazy augment synergy on the Annie. Like she was stacked with like the crit build.
Yeah. I was feeling good on the Cassante, but like like I'm just grounded and then stunned again and still grounded. Like it was hard to play.
Alternative Alex, which is alternative, the guy that played Annie. What build was so sick? Because he just asked in chat. We'll get back to that in a minute. I don't know what build
I
he's
think he's
talking
talking about
about.
his Annie build.
Oh,
He had
what I'm talking about?
I don't know. Alternative Alex, aka Alternative, just said, "Dude, that build was so sick." I'm assuming he's talking about
Oh
the Annie.
yeah, he's talking about that Annie build.
Yeah.
That it was like the crit Annie build with Rite of Ruin that had like freaking uh I don't even know, like 100,000 shielding or something at the end of the game. Like it
Yeah,
was
it's
ridiculous.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Llama also played, I think he had probably the hardest champions randomly drafted for him, and he played them all pretty well. Who did he play the first game? Blitzcrank. I mean, I wouldn't say he's a hard champion, but he's
Oh
awkward
yeah.
in dueling wise. He's just not the best
Yeah, the
dueler.
unkillable
Oh yeah,
blitz.
no. Shout out to Llama. He had some pretty Chad hooks in that first game against the Lilia Scion team.
Yeah, Llama's pretty good. But not as good as you guys placing first. So this will be, I think, the last arena tournament, but next will probably be an ARAM. If there's ever an arena tournament in the future, if Riot brings it back, will we see you guys compete again?
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
I would give anything to make Arena a permanent game mode.
Oh yeah? It is pretty fun.
Yeah. Arena's great. TFT is great.
Yeah, I love Arena. I love TFT.
You guys love
League of
ARAMs?
Legends, not so great. I like
Uh,
ARAM a lot.
Yeah, ARAM's okay, but I don't have enough friends, So, any free agents out there, hit us up. We're looking for a team.
Not enough.
I'm sure there'll be someone looking for ARAM teammates because there will be an ARAM tournament next month. So who knows? Maybe we'll see you guys on the Howling Abyss.
All right.
Yeah.
Love to be there.
Daniel, any questions for these gentlemen?
No, just
No?
congrats, guys.
Yeah,
Good
congrats.
job. You
Zav?
guys get to eat this week. The other teams are gonna starve, and we'll let you guys make fun of them through the chain.
All right.
chain
Perfect.
Dude,
Appreciate it.
you are making the tournaments a little more intense than I'm intending to make them.
Well,
I don't-
after our loss in the last Arena tournament, we had to lock ourselves into our places and grind out for the last 2 weeks. So
What do you mean? You guys
proud
got
of what we
fourth?
accomplished.
Yeah,
Won the
fourth.
Yeah,
tournament before.
But if you're not first, you're last, dude.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. I respect that mentality, I guess. Fair
We
enough.
did not. Like, we came into this knowing we were going to win. We told you before the tournament that we had it, unless we got screwed over by Riot agents. But
Right
figured
agents
out
were
the
extra kind
secret.
today.
We figured out the secret. We know how to pick our champions during Bravery. And we just constructed some mean builds, I guess.
For sure. All right. Zav, Infections, anything you guys want to shout out?
Nope. Cheers to the Tournament King.
Thank you very much. I
See
appreciate
you
it.
guys in the next one.
All
Alright.
right. Yep, it was fun.
Looking forward to seeing y'all as well. All right.
All right,
I am
peace.
going to wrap it up. Have a good night,
All right.
guys. Thanks for the games.
too.
Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, Daniel. Let's go over the matchups one more time. Anything you want to say, Daniel?
No, it's a pretty good, pretty interesting match overall. I like the bravery. Like the bravery keeps things fresh, I feel like.
Mhm.
I'm glad that nobody got like absolutely like like
Trash
nobody got
comps.
like Soraka Milo, or
Yumi Renata.
yeah, Yumi Renata. Like
be
I'm
pretty
glad
bad.
nobody got that,
Mm-hmm. Definitely, I agree. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. I will ask the participants in a day or two their thoughts on it, see if they like Bravery more than the normals or they're equal. Maybe next tournament, next time they do Arena, because I assume Riot Games will bring back Arena, because this is going to be the last Arena tournament for this iteration of Arena. Maybe next time we'll do Bravery again. Maybe next time we'll do non-Bravery. Maybe we'll do a mix. Maybe we'll do like 2 games Bravery, 2 games, pick whatever you want, and we'll do a mixture of things. Who knows? We'll see in the future. But that was it for the Arena Tournament. Again, congratulations to the top 4. We have Zav Infection in first place, Alternative Llama in second place, Poppy Biss, aka Poppy Zed, Airbiss, and then at the end they had a substitute in third place. And then we have Plain Banged, who had an incredible game 3, clutching it out and getting top 4. JJ Jetplane and Bang by Jinx in fourth. Fifth, we have Berserking Goat and Quef Thucko, aka Berserking Thucko. We have Bean Fox, aka Bean Shark, and Fox McCloud. And then we have Lion Ho, Bisexual Lion in Idaho. And then we have Valorous Numbers, Valorous Flame, and Ascend Numbers. Thank you all so much for participating. Someone said Mirror Matchup Arena. That would be that would be so hard to cast and hard to follow, but that would be interesting. This tournament was also way shorter than I was anticipating. I knew 3 matches was going to be short, but I'm still very shocked.
Encore tournament. Let's go, dude. Encore tournament.
Encore.
That's what the people want to see.
I just ping everyone saying, hey, come back. It's not actually over.
Here,
I wonder how many people would actually come back if I type that.
if you don't come back, you forfeit your position.
Yeah. Sorry, Zav Infection. Forget about the interview. We're no longer doing that. No, I'm just kidding. All right. But yeah, okay. Well, it was fun. Next tournament currently not finalized. Tournament schedule. We just did this arena tournament. It's April 26th. Next will be an ARAM tournament. We haven't done an ARAM tournament in months. I hate these bots appearing in the chat. Poopy heads. ARAM tournament will be next in May. After that will be a solo Summoner's Rift tournament. The only way this will change is if there's a random game mode that comes out that we're not expecting, that you do custom games, like Nexus Splits, for example. I will totally switch out Nexus Splits for any of the permanent modes. But until then, we're going to stick with ARAM for now.
That's my jam.
Nexus Splits.
Oh, yeah.
We did a Nexus Splits tournament before. It was actually really, really fun. I think, at least.
I love Nexus Splits.
Yeah.
I know people. Yeah. I love it.
And if you guys are interested in joining the Tournament Kingdom server and registering, I will make this. I have streamer mode off. Why isn't this working? I don't. Hang on. There we go. This link should work. This link in chat should work. That's the invite. If that doesn't work, then this link here should work. Click on this. Open it up. Tournament Kingdom. Yep, Discord app launched. Yeah, so everything's here. All right. Anything you want to say before I close the stream, Daniel?
Nope. Thanks
right.
for watching, guys.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you, Daniel, for casting. I appreciate it. Always love having an extra person on board, even though I probably interrupted you like 16,000 times. My apologies for that. Anyways, thank you all for the participants. Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you guys next month in May for hopefully an ARAM tournament or something else. Hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. Peace out, everybody.